Welcome to my live. Today we are going to tape, poke, and flip these Mudkip. So if you have any questions along the way, please feel free to ask. We'll kind of just talk about why I'm doing the things I'm doing and whatnot for you as we go along. But yeah, let's get started. So first, this tape that I have, I get the 3M, the Scotch brand. This one is the general purpose one. I used to get the masking tape, but it has gone up in price a lot, so I started using this one and it works just fine. So general purpose, works great, comes off easy after you melt and everything. So one thing I forgot though is my tweezers, so 2 seconds, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Hey. Hello, hello. Good morning, Jonathan. Happy to see you here again. Okay, so these two Mudkip, I thought it would be really cute to put the regular and the shiny together and make them looking at each other. That would be adorable. Then when I finished, I did not like the way it looked. So I am going to be cutting them apart after I tape them up and stuff. So, but they're pretty cute, sitting right next to each other. I don't know if you guys can see. There we go. Bring it closer to me. Okay, so I measure it out to see how long I want it to be. I go over quite a bit because I'd rather have too much than not enough. I've done that before. It's obnoxious. Just slice it. When I put the tape down, I make sure that I stretch it really tight. And I look for the bottom beads and I make sure that I go over them just a wee bit. And lay it down. I go side to side. And then I just very carefully press on the beads a couple times. I go over it just to make sure that the tape is on it really good. I know you don't see this much in the video because I trim it down quite a bit, but I go over the tape a few times to really make sure that it's stuck on there for them. Okay, and just keep going until you cover the whole thing. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, welcome to my live. Okay, and then when it comes to overlapping, I try not to overlap too much on these beads either, because if you overlap too much, it gets harder to push down through the beads. And then it kind of hurts your hands. So I've been doing this long enough that I don't want to hurt my hands any more than I already have. So this pegboard is what I use to push the holes into the beads. It's way better than using the bigger pegboards. I found that the bigger ones, when you use them, it will lift up in the center quite a bit. Finding that little one changed everything for me. It made it to where I didn't mess up or like lift the beads in the center. I don't know if you've ever done that before, but when it lifts in the center and you try to like fix it, it's almost impossible. I've almost cried a couple times before trying to fix that issue. It's not fun. Anyways, so yep, just overlap again, push it down. I hope everybody's having a good morning. I have my coffee. Cheers. Nice black French press. I don't know if you saw the inside of that, but it's black coffee. Without it, I'm not really human, so thank goodness for that. Can I go that way? Nah. I don't go all the way across if it's just little appendages like this. No need to waste extra tape. I used to rip it too, but I like cutting it better. I don't know. I think it sounds nice. And it makes the tape stay even, I guess. I don't know. If you have any questions, please ask away. I've been doing perler beads for about 10 years now. I started with 5-foot Mecha Dragon. I messed up on that one quite a lot. His stomach was curling as I was melting it, and I cried. I learned a lot of lessons. But without that and all the other mess ups that I've done along the way, I wouldn't be where I am today. So whoopsie. Also, these tweezers, they're the Perler brand tweezers. I love them. I sharpened mine. I sharpened them and then I bent them in on the sides so that when I go to squeeze them, it doesn't hurt my hand as much because I'm not having to use as much pressure. But I love these. And this is how I like poke the holes for my keychains and my earrings and all that fun jazz too. So yeah, after I'm done taping it down, I just press everything to make sure that it is nice and stuck down. And then the nice thing about this clear one, I've only found one clear board like this. I've seen the purple ones everywhere in like the little kits that has like a little car and flower and whatever else that are about this size. Usually they're like little kid sets. I see those a lot, but the clear one is nice because I can actually see the beads through here. Gosh, I wish I could make it easier for you guys to see, but you just find where the beads are, you line it up and you push down. And then once you have it started, it's pretty simple. From there, you can just find the holes and keep going. Where's everybody from? Is there any other Oregonians in here? Hi. Does anybody know any cool facts about Mudkip that they want to share? You can see my hand starts to get a little red from it. I cut out those extra sounds in the videos when I make them, so you don't have to hear me heavy breathing. Alright, I think I poked all the holes. Now, I like to lift the tape off. Again, these tweezers are perfect for that. Also, these tweezers hold 5 beads because I sharpened them and made them a little thinner than what Perler makes. Oh, okay, Mudkip is a 3rd gen Pokemon. Most people think he's a water type, but he's actually a leaf type. He likes to eat bugs and smells kind of like a salamander. I don't know, I think he's a water type. Are you sure? I play with them in Pokemon Go. Do you use the tape to melt easily after? I do. So, well, kind of. I'll take it off and I'll flip it, and then Jonathan, you're funny. I'm gonna look that up afterwards because I wanna double check that, double cross that. So the tape helps keep the beads in place when I'm melting, so they don't like move around, and it also makes it to where I can like have stuff saved for later. Like I have this guy and I can just kind of have a melting day where I melt a whole bunch of things rather than just one thing at a time. So, but it helps protect my boards from warping. I have this one here. I don't know if you can read it. I wrote funky on it because it's warped, and so it doesn't like sit in with the other ones as well as I would like. And so those ones, if I am doing like a 1 board project, I'll melt directly on it. But if it's any more than that, I tape it and poke it and do all this stuff so that I don't ruin my boards anymore. Okay, so the flip, for me, because it's got these appendages here, I'm going to use these to flip it. And I'm going to kind of like hold my hand over here as I do it to kind of keep it together. So you just, I guess it goes project by project, but you have to like kind of figure out how you're going to be able to flip it without squishing it together. Some people will use like cardboard and stuff and smash it and flip it. And I will if I have like really big projects. I just did a Rick and Morty that was, I think it was 3 feet by 2 feet. Or no, it was 6 feet by 2. No, not 6 feet. I think it was like 4 feet by 3 feet. I don't know. I don't remember. It was quite large. And I used 2 pieces of wood to sandwich them. I clamped the sides and then I flipped it over so that I didn't mess it up, especially with that one. It was so colorful. That one was terrifying to me for many reasons. Okay, let's get these out of the way. That's my heat press. I use the Cricut heat press, which I'll show you in just a little bit, to melt these. I got it warmed up. Okay, so I'm going to cut these guys apart because I do not want them to be together anymore. I feel like it could have been cute if I would have like layered them differently, but the way I made their little, whatever the thingies are called on their face, it just didn't look very cute. So I'm cutting off some of the excess, a little ball of tape here, so that I can use this stuff to melt it. I love this stuff. I think it's really easy to melt with. But if the tape touches it, it kind of, it like sticks to it and makes it hard to take it off. So I just trim it up a little bit beforehand. That stuff I got from a company called Pixie Crafts. I can put their link in the description after this if you would like to give them a try. Also, if you want, I can put in the link for ArtCal in there, which is another bead company that I use. They're great. They have so many colors and their beads melt really, really well. I use them in Perler quite a lot for my projects. And Perler, sadly, has kind of been, it's been hard to get beads from them lately. So I've had to go through ArtCal, which is fine. I love them. Their beads melt well with Perler, so all my overstock won't go to waste. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to keep cutting until someone tells me whether they'd want me to melt the shiny or the regular first. What should I do? As I lose my voice. Which one do you like better? I have a hard time because I love this combination. Shiny, shiny it is. All right, Jonathan. You got it. You are my #1 fan. So, whoopsie. Made a bead move. I'll fix that in a minute. Boop. Better. Almost done. Promise. After this, we'll get to the melting. Okay. To my little ball. Shiny's going first. We'll set that one aside. Okay. Let's make sure this will fit. Ooh. Ooh. Barely. Won't fit that way, right? Let's see. Nope. Okay. That's really close. All right. I'll just have to like really hold it still as I melt it on there. For this one, I'm going to use, how old am I? How old do you think I am? I'll let you guess. Hey, I don't get it. Why the tape? I only iron mine directly on the plate. I do the taping because it helps protect the boards from warping. I've destroyed so many boards melting them directly on there that, you know, I don't want to do that anymore. It costs a lot of money to replace them. So I do it for that reason. I also do it because once you get into like really, really big projects, which I do some huge ones. I have Mikasa right here. She's decently sized. I would say she's medium for me. I've done some even larger pieces in the past, but it just kind of helps hold everything together while you're melting it, rather than doing it on the boards. So yeah, you're welcome. 37, really close actually. Yeah, really close. I'll be 40 this year, so that was a really good guess. But thanks for aging me under, not over. Appreciate that. Oh yes, I am using, this is, it's attached to the wall, but this is the Cricut mini iron that I'm using for this one. I also have the Cricut like larger iron that I use for bigger projects. I haven't tested it with this stuff yet. I don't know how well it would work with this tape on the side, so just makes me a little bit nervous. Would have guessed 26. Oh, Jonathan, stop. You're so nice, but I'll take it. Okay, so as I'm melting, I don't know if you'll be able to see on there, but you can see through this stuff, whatever this is called, and you can see it leaves like weird black balls on my stuff. I don't know why, but you can see the beads melting and you can see them fusing together, which is very helpful. So I don't have to like lift it off and look at it to see where it's at. I can just kind of tell through the project. Thank you. I do like it quite a lot. I've had it for a long time. About 16 years, I think I've had this tattoo on my arm. Hi, welcome in. Let's see, looks like it's doing pretty good. Also, something you need to watch out for is sometimes different colors will melt differently. So if you do use like the bigger iron when you're doing it, you want to make sure that you like watch out for that to make sure that they're all fused together. I'm about to take this off so you guys can see what it looks like. Let's see, hopefully I did enough. Ooh, hot. Okay, let's see here. Looks like it's pretty good. Okay, here it is. First side done. Oh, he's so cute. I love it so much. Another question, please. And to the price, into the pierce the tape for? Oh, I pierce the tape so that when I am heating this up, it gives the hot air somewhere to escape, so that your beads don't like warp or kind of explode. The beads will kind of like push out and they'll like have weird like parts of them that are bigger, like bigger holes than others, and it just doesn't melt very flat. Oh, I missed a bead. Look at that. There it is. So it's no problem. We'll just put this back on here. Another reason why I like taping is for that as well, so that if something like that is to happen, I can easily just push it back down and melt again. Because if you're on the boards and it does that, and you go to pull it off, you're done. You don't got a second chance. That's it. The tape kind of gives you an extra layer of protection. So let's see. I think that looks better. I think that one needs a tiny bit more. Also, I take this, and when I go to pull this off to make it easier on yourself, you just hold this down, pull up and out, and then it will take it off without messing up your project. It helps quite a lot, actually. Okay, then while it's hot, some people like to let it cool down, but I have found that, oh, goodness gracious, I melted in the wrong spot. Okay, let's try that again. Hold on, let's see. Where is it? Right there. All right. Anyways, I take the tape off while it's hot, so that it doesn't leave like sticky residue behind. If you take it off when it's cool, it will like, it's harder to take the tape off. It'll leave like stuff on it, and you gotta get like Goo Gone or whatever to try to get the stickiness off. So this just saves more time. Okay, see if I can get this all in one go. Oh, there's another one. My goodness. Okay, let's try that again. Yep. Okay, cross your fingers. This is the last one. Let's see. That's what I mean about like different beads melting at different, they don't melt the same, I guess you could say. I thought that one would have melted with it, but I was wrong. Okay, I think that's it. Let's see. And you're welcome. Anytime. Okay, that's good. There's one more. You know what though? I'm gonna just slice this off. Add it to my bowl. Tape here. Let that turn off. Okay. Maybe this will be the last one. I think it will. It'd be pretty silly if there was any more hidden in there. Okay, definitely melted now. No question. And this obviously is why I melt both sides too. Why do you poke the holes in the tape? I poke the holes so that the heat has somewhere to escape as I'm melting, so that your beads don't like warp or explode. Do you usually flip the pixel art template before starting assembling it on the plate? That depends on what I'm doing with it. So sometimes if I'm going to put it on a canvas and I want it to face the opposite direction of what it is on the template, then I will. But typically I don't, because I melt both sides anyways. So I just kind of go with it. And then I just am more careful on whatever side will be the front side. Also, when I put things on canvases, I typically will only melt one side so that it lays flat on the canvas and there's no chance of it like kind of curling while it's on the canvas, because over time they stay pretty flat when you melt both sides. But over time, if they are in like a cold environment, they'll still tend to curl a little bit. So melting one side for canvases has been my nice little trick for that. Luckily, I shouldn't have to go over this side a second time. It should be good for the second side, because the back side was melted enough. I might just spend a little bit more time on the back side of the regular one. I also have other things that I could melt. Would you guys rather see me melt something other than the second Mudkip? Or is this a Mudkip kind of day? I still have the Clefairy to do. And then I have Magic Carp. I have Mikasa, but she's going to take me a little bit longer, so I'll probably do that another day. Keep melting. Deal. Thank you. Me too. I love them so much. Mikasa, she is so cool. I just watched Attack on Titan a few months ago, and I just fell in love with that anime. Ooh, ooh. I just think the storyline was so good. Aaron's a little bit whiny, but still, storyline was amazing. So keep melting. Magic's mark, you're silly. Okay, so here it is. Look at how cute it is. It's already starting to kind of see how it's bending like that. So I'm gonna put it underneath. I use tiles that I got from Home Depot. They were super cheap. I got whatever the cheapest one was, and they're perfect because they're nice and heavy. They hold it down. So I will just scooch that over there and put it under there, and then I'll leave it for until it's cooled down. So, okay, Jonathan wants me to do Magic Carp, so Magic Carp it is. I don't know if Magic Carp's gonna fit under here. Let's see. Oh, it is beautiful. Okay, I think I want to get a bigger thing of whatever this is. Don't know what it is, but I want a bigger one. Where do you get the pictures to make the pearl pictures? How are these pixel art from Start? So I get these. Oh, I need to cut this down if I'm gonna use that. I get the images from all over the place. I use Pinterest. I'll use cross stitch patterns, are some of my favorite patterns to use. I've made some of my own patterns before. When I make my own patterns, that I was using Photoshop for the longest time. And then I found a way to do it on Procreate on my iPad. And I really love that as well. So I don't get to make my own patterns as much as I would like to. I do have a 9-to-5 that I have to do as well. So hopefully someday I can just, you know, make art and just have that artist life. But for now, you know, I gotta do that job too. So, but yeah, anyways, back to what I was saying. So when I make them, Procreate now or Photoshop is great as well. And then you can find stuff on Pinterest. I just kind of either Google what I want, and then look around and see what I can find. I'll look up different pixel art, or you can take an image and there's like different programs that you can use to take the image and make it into a pixelated piece. And then you can just like change the colors around how you want them or use whatever colors you do have for them. So yeah, that's what I do. I also follow some Perler groups on Facebook, and you know, people will post stuff on there for people to use all the time. I'll post stuff up there sometimes. So yeah, all over the place. That's where I find it. Depends on how much creativity I can put into it, how much time I have, and what I really want. A lot of times I'll take whatever image I find and then I'll change it just a little bit, because I might want some colors to be just a tiny bit different or something. So I did a link from Breath of the Wild. Hello. A few years ago. I actually want to remake it because it turned out so cool. But the pattern that I had found, I believe they had red arrows, and in the game they were green. I'm pretty sure they were green in the game, and so I was like, oh, I'm just gonna change those to green. Yeah, so like little things like that I'll kind of change around when I'm creating stuff. Or like this one, they were pretty much the same colors for this Magic Carp, but I wanted it to be more pastel. I kind of wish I would have used it like where this darker color is. I kind of wish I would have used more of a pastel color, but I did it and I still thought it looked cute, so I went with it and I left it. It's too late now. We're melting it, so no going back. Whoops. Uh-oh. I'm nervous that I'm gonna mess up on this one as much as I did on the other one. We'll see. Maybe not this time. They're looking pretty good and melted. And to match the color from the image, I just eyeball it. I just look and kind of guess on what I think it would be. Or I just switch it to whatever I feel like. That's the cool thing about doing art. It is what you make it, so you can change it however you want. Yeah. Okay, that looks pretty good. Look at how cute it is. Okay. Moment of truth. Let's see if I melted it up. Okay, here we go. Ooh. That one was a little scary. I wish you guys could see. Ooh. You know what? I don't like how that appendage is coming off right there. We're gonna go ahead and just melt that a little bit more. Yeah. Oop. Just a little bit. Here we go. I think that's better. Definitely better. It's melted. Okay, we're gonna start from this side now, because I might have over melted that just a tiny bit. Oh man, goodness gracious. I'm just not looking at it hard enough. I'm nervous with all you guys watching me. I do this even without you guys watching me. This just happens almost every time. Okay. There we go. Much better. Okay. Oh no. I just can't get it today. Thanks for staying with me and putting up with me as I attempt to melt these things together. There we go. Oh, thanks. Ooh, it's hot. It's looking good though. Also, when you're taking the tape off, because it's hot, and you might burn your little hand, you want to hold close to the tape as you're pulling off to make sure that beads don't fall off, and so that it doesn't tear the piece apart. Because of it being warm, the beads could still separate, so just want to be careful with it. And do my little tape ball. Boop. Now, should I keep growing this tape ball? Good. There's actually another Perler artist that does that. Follow him on Instagram, and his ball is gigantic. It's like this big. So big. And he puts like glasses on it. It's pretty cute. All right, second side. I think this might be the last one that I do today. It is a beautiful day outside, and I kind of feel like I need to go for a walk and just get outside and enjoy some nature for a little bit. Maybe play a little Pokemon Go. Is it nice wherever you guys are? And that sun is calling me for sure. I'm ready for some river weather. I'm a big kayaker too. I like to get out there and kayak. And just enjoy some waterfalls close by, some good company, some good music, and just get away from, you know, the city. I think it's almost done. Brazil. Oh, wow. You're pretty far. Is it beautiful there right now? Beautiful day here in Washington. I love it. Oh, you said hot as hell here. How hot is it there? It is, I think 60 something here. How hot is it in Washington? 9 p.m. in Germany. It is, I think, 11:30, 12? It's 12. It is 12 o'clock here right now. Right, there it is. Look at how cute it is. I'll go to the side so we're cheek to cheek, kind of. Well, oh, I missed one. Look at that. Look at that little bead. It's trying to escape. So I'm just going to go ahead and fix that. There we go. Much better. There it is. Now it's done. So cute. I love it. Well, thank you everybody for staying and hanging out with me while I made these projects. I'll be back next weekend with some more stuff to melt, or possibly do the taping and the poking. Let me know what you guys would rather see. So 86 degrees. That's nice. I wish it was 86 here right now. I'm ready for that. Anyways, thank you all. See you next time. You have a beautiful day too. Oh, how do I end it?